Now available in paperback and e-readers, Spellbound, A Darker Shade of Black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. I was on Facebook Saturday night when somebody dropped a post on my timeline that featured a series of images of your black males hugged up on white women in interracial relationships. And on that series of pictures of black males hugged up on white women, he posted that these black men were in heaven. Now, when I saw this post, I had to shake my head at the ignorance that was being presented online, and I wrote a response saying that these black males were in hell. Now, this individual got so caught up in their feelings regarding my statements regarding this dysfunctional picture that I had seen and the post above it, they wanted to try to say that this was the most blue pill statement I had ever made. Now, the person, as I see it, who was blue pill in this situation is the person who posted this picture online of these black males hugged up on these white women and thinking that these black males were in heaven. Because the true definition of a blue pill individual, as according to your manosphere and your men going their own way, is a man who is so caught up in females and female attention that he just cannot see the realities as related to female nature. And when it comes down to many of these black males who want to say that they're red pill, they oftentimes show how blue pill they are, because whenever a white female is around, that's when these black males become spellbound, and these spellbound black males try to go out here and get the attention and approval of this white female. And when you have a black male who goes out here seeking the attention and approval of a white female, thinking that she's going to be a better option for him than a black female, like the one I saw on Facebook, you have an individual who has serious self-hate issues. Because to sit there and say, oh, this white female is going to be a better partner than a black female, really shows how ignorant this individual is as related to the concept of white supremacy here in America and all across this globe. Because white supremacy is a global concept, and if you want to sit there and say, oh, the black female is bad and I need to get a white female, then you really don't understand the whole concept of white supremacy. Because these individuals, they want to believe that the black female hates them so much, but you have to understand who the first founder of white supremacy is to understand why this black female behaves the way she does. Now, the white female was the first teacher of the white male, and as the first teacher of the white male, she is the founder of white supremacy. And your black female learned this hatred of black males back in the 1960s with the feminist movement. So when I see these black males sitting here elevating the white female, they show me how completely clueless they are to who the real racist is in the room. Now, these black males, they'll sit there and be hugged up on this white female thinking that they're getting a better option, but the whole thing is, as related to things, is they are hugged up on the enemy. Because, again, the white man and the black woman learned their hatred of him from that white female, and it was that white female who taught both that white man and that black woman to see him as less than a man. So any critical thinking black man who is red pill knows this truth, and that is why no critical thinking black man who is red pill puts this white female on any sort of pedestal, because he knows that the white female is the mother of white supremacy, and the white female is the one who orchestrating all of this hatred of black men. Now, your black males like this, again, they are just so caught up in this mythology as related to your white female being forbidden fruit and seeing her as some sort of prize. But that is all white supremacy elevating this white female to a high position that she never really had. No, that's white supremacy telling you a lie that she is better, but she is not better. She is just selling you a lie so that you won't see the value in black women and you'll go out here and demonize your own sister. That's what the white supremacist wants to do, is divide and conquer. And what they do is have you, black man, hating black women, thinking that they are less than, and then having the black woman think that the black man is less than. And then as you're fighting each other, she sells you the guns and the butter, and has that white man, as he's selling you the guns and the butter, then she's living a lavish lifestyle at his expense. Now, this black male on Facebook, I quickly unfriended this guy because he's deeply troubled and filled with self-hate. And again, he does not understand the history as related to this white female who has instigated all of these actions to destroy the black man. And that has been ever since the days of slavery. She was the one who was out here after the Civil War making allegations that your black man participated in sexual violence against her when nothing happened, and then sitting back and watching as all of these beta males were going out here looking for some innocent black man to lynch. And then as this man was burned and mutilated, sitting back and enjoying a picnic, watching an innocent black man die. So tell me how that was heaven for those black men back in the days of Jim Crow when they were being lynched. That's a critical question I would like to ask that guy on Facebook who says white women are heaven. And how was it paradise for black men when these white females would go out here and say that she was sexually violated by a black man when nothing happened at all? And in some cases during Jim Crow, the less fortunate, the more lucky ones that didn't get lynched wound up getting put in prison for the rest of their lives for a crime that they did not commit. How is it paradise that this white female is creating for the black man when she's sitting there orchestrating you getting lynched during Jim Crow, your grandfathers and your ancestors getting lynched and getting locked up for life in prison? And I can even remember several cases here in America, just 30 about guys who did, the guy who did 30 years in prison, that recently where a white female recanted her testimony, but this man spent 30 years in prison, all based on the word of a white female. I mean, I can look at many cases like the destruction of towns like Rosewood, the destruction of Black Wall Street, all of that destruction of black economic power, all done because of a white female. But this guy wants to sit here and put this same white female on a pedestal and talk about how she's a better for black men and how black women are doing black men so bad. But no, how it's this white female who orchestrated all of this destruction of the black community and orchestrated the destruction of the black family by going out here and tricking black women into joining her feminist movement and using those black women as weapons to destroy the black family. You're going to sit there and say this white female is bringing some sort of paradise, but when I look at this white female, she has brought nothing but a living hell to black men for years, and she has been the number one instigator of bringing misery to black men for over 2 centuries. But you're going to sit here and think because some white female pays you a little bit of attention, you're going to think she's some sort of prize. Well, I have to say, you're truly delusional if you think that this white female is a prize, because I'm looking at the cases of black men today, like Bill Cosby, who had his entire life derailed all because of a white bozo-looking female, Andrea Constand, who, even after she got her payday from Dr. Cosby, still worked to put this man in prison for a crime he never committed. So tell me how this white female is bringing paradise to the black man when I'm looking at this white female and she's just destroyed the life of your Bill Cosby just recently, and I'm looking at your Cuba Gooding Jr., who is still having some charges he's still dealing with, all because he brushed up on a female inside of a club. And again, you're sitting here telling me it's paradise with this white woman, but when I look at movements like the Me Too movement, which was designed to go after your heterosexual black men, it clearly shows me these white females are not working on building a paradise for black men. No, they are working to destroy the lives of heterosexual black men, and they're working to make black men as miserable as possible. And you can't tell me that this white female is better than this black female, because when I look at all of these Karens out here, like the one in Central Park, Amy Cooper, who basically was willing to let the police murder Christian Cooper, all because he told her not to have her dog in a bird sanctuary. You're going to tell me that this white female is a better option for the black man, and that she's better than the black female? That whole argument doesn't wash, because again, when I look at this white female and how treacherous she is, she's not somebody who is looking to go out here and look out for the best interest of your black man. But you'll have these guys out here talking about, oh, how they love these white girls, but these white girls do not love this black man. He is just a pawn for them to use to get the attention of these white males, who they see as their protector and their provider, and they also see as a tool they can go out here and use to get the attention of that white man. That's what they see the black man as, somebody they can go out here and use as part of their shit test, so that they can go out and see if they still have a secure relationship with that white man. Because outside of you being a tool for their shit test and a fetish that they go out here to see what the penis is like, they really don't see you the way you see them. And that's the sad part that this guy on Facebook did not understand. He's sitting there thinking, oh, this white woman is out to give him a paradise. No, she's not out to give you anything. And she's out here to use you, again, like a tool. And after she uses you and wipes her ass with you, then she flushes your life down the toilet. That is what these black males don't understand as related to this white female. They don't understand that this white woman is not interested in you like this. And these bedbugs, all they're thinking with is their penis, and all they're thinking is they're going to get this white female with these crystal blue eyes, this porcelain skin, and that they're going to get this forbidden fruit that the white man won't let them have. But they don't understand that that forbidden fruit is a poison apple. And because they don't understand it's a poison apple, they think that they're getting something that's going to be so delicious, but that whole poison apple is the thing that leads to them winding up with their life completely derailed. Because all it takes is that female going out here and saying you did something to her, and your entire life can be completely destroyed, the same way Bill Cosby's life was destroyed years later, the same way your Cuba Gooding Jr.'s life is in shambles right now, and the way many black men over the last 2 centuries have wound up in prison, basically on the words of a white female. All she has to do is say, you left the toilet seat up and it's domestic violence and you're going to jail. And then you're going to jail not because of breaking any laws, No, you're going to jail because she said so. And because the white supremacist system will back her up in this situation, you're the one who's going to wind up losing your freedom and being stuck in a cell with Bubba and Tiny, who are going to trade you for some Little Debbie snack cakes, some Fritos chips, ramen noodles, and as you're thinking about being a former bedbug as they're turning you out, you're going to realize that Becky isn't what you thought she was. And I really, again, get tired of seeing these black males putting these white females on pedestals and saying, oh, the black woman is so bad, the black woman can do me so much dirt, but they don't really see how this white female is even more dangerous. And again, it's because many of these black males out here are spellbound, and they're caught up in this delusion that this white female is a better than a black female, not understanding that it was the white female who taught the black female everything she knew back in the 60s, and it is the white female who went out here and made your black female into a ratchet. It is your white female out here who controls Madison Avenue in Hollywood and demonized the black woman and has you thinking that the black woman is your enemy, but the real enemy is this white female who controls the puppet strings of this white man and this black woman, and then use them as weapons against you. And you're sitting here thinking, oh, this black woman is so bad. And that's exactly what that white supremacist female wants you to do. Because if she can get you to go against your own woman, she can get her to go against you. She's the one who profits at the end, because she's the one elevated to the highest position in this gynocentric society, and she reaps the benefits of that war between you and that black woman. And when you post up images of yourself hugged up on this white female, you don't even know you're out here lusting to sleep with the enemy, an enemy who is out to destroy you through your penis, because basically she sees you as a walking, talking penis, and outside of trying to sate her fetish, she has absolutely no use for these bedbugs who really don't understand the game of white supremacy. And when you post up pictures like this, all you're doing is further promoting white supremacy and anti-black racism, because to sit there and say that you're in heaven when your white female has been making life a living hell for black men for 2 centuries shows how clueless these black males are, and how they truly don't understand their history and the history of this country. Now, if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. And if you want to pick up some of my men's issues books, like Stop Simpin', which this guy desperately needs, and The Man Crisis, which I desperately think this guy needs to go pick up, and you can pick up those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on Smashwords, the iBook Store, and Google Play. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The goddess next door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess, featuring a bonus pin-up and the other 2 books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online booksellers everywhere today.